Hi, my name is Tiffany Domina. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my website is howtoentrepreneur.org, and my mission there is to help you grow a business from idea to enterprise. I have a free e-course there that's a basic framework to grow your business from idea to enterprise, and if you're interested in starting or growing a business, you should definitely stop by to check it out. Today, I want to talk to you about how to do rank and rent SEO. Rank and Rent SEO is a really popular way of monetizing a digital marketing agency, and there's lots of people that have courses and things that are teaching this method of rank and rent SEO. So I wanted to talk to you about it today. If you're here, it's likely you've been thinking about internet marketing and how you can use it to start or grow a business. You may have come across courses on YouTube, on Facebook, or various other places online that teach you how to start a digital agency, and many of them are suggesting that you can earn thousands of dollars per month, quit your job, and have lifestyle freedom when you rank client websites and rent them out to local business owners. The good news is the rank and rent method does work. With the explosive growth of the internet, there has been a growing demand for local businesses to get online. They see competitors who are using the internet and taking larger and larger market share as a result. So internet marketers who can help them have a really lucrative opportunity. The rank and rent method is one way to tap into the growing demand. Unfortunately, many people don't know how to do the rank and rent method, and course creators who teach the methods are charging exorbitant prices. Many are very arrogant, and often they underdeliver when students have a genuine interest in understanding what to do. It's not surprising to see prices upwards of $15,000 for little amounts of content and possibly no customer support besides a Facebook group or something. People like Amy Ball, Dan Henry, Billy Gina's Marketing, or Apaya and Dan teach people how to start and run a digital agency, but you have to listen to the bragging about how they use their money on cars, houses, fast food, and on and on. You have to deal with unethical sales tactics, like how they'll tell you that you're on a live webinar, but you're not, or they try to pressure you to buy quickly, or else something, will happen. Maybe you'll have to deal with higher prices or whatever like that. They'll also say maybe only 5 seats left. They use all of those type of sales tactics. You also have to deal with billing issues when you can't get them to stop pulling money from your card. So you can check out my reviews in the links so you can see which issues I'm talking about. Not all of them have the billing issues. Not all of them have the unethical sales tactics, but some of them do. And each of them has like a major con that I want you to take a look at before considering signing up for programs like theirs. And you also have to deal with the prices that are much more than you might want to, or it might not be possible for you to spend. So if you're paying premium prices for something, you should get premium service and not have to deal with all of the things these course creators are doing nowadays. That's my opinion. I personally think that startup entrepreneurs or those considering this business model should be able to get a good training program and very good support so they can get a high return on investment of their hard-earned dollars. And many course creators don't seem to be offering that. As a result, I'm creating this video so that I can give you a sound explanation of how the rank and rent method works. I can also direct you to some high return on investment resources and support. And I can also help you to build your business with confidence using this method. So what is the rank and rent method and how does it work? So you're probably familiar with how you can build a house or office building and rent it out to people who want to use it, right? This is very common. What most people don't know is websites are digital real estate that go on your balance sheet and can be built to offer comparable value as physical real estate. What makes a website valuable is the traffic and monetization of it. There are several ways to build a website and to monetize a website. If you want to know about traffic and monetization methods, my #1 recommended training to learn many ways of doing that is Wealthy Affiliate, and I'll leave a link in the description box below. When people refer to the rank and rent method, they're talking about choosing a niche, building a website, getting traffic using search engine optimization or search engine ads, tracking the leads, and negotiating sales with clients. As a result, that's what we'll be talking about here. So if that sounds interesting to you, just stay seated. So first, choosing a niche. When you're using the rank and rent method, it's important to choose a niche that has businesses who would be able to pay you, and it also works well to choose businesses who have a short sales funnel. If you choose businesses who get paid $50 or less per sale, then you have to negotiate lower costs per lead, unless they have wiggle room in their lifetime customer value where they're willing to pay you more than they would get paid per sale, because they expect that over the value of the customer they would be able to recoup their expenses. But that's not likely for most local businesses, which means if you find a customer who has lower cost services, it's usually less revenue for you overall. Instead, if you find services that get paid hundreds or thousands for an average sale with significant profit as a result, they'd be happy to pay you reasonably if you guarantee you'll bring them consistent leads. Think about it. They're getting thousands per sale. You suggest you can bring them more. Why wouldn't they want more of that, right? So some good guidelines to follow are to find some good niches are find niches that have high volume keywords with low competition, ideally greater than 100 search volume and less than 100 competitors. Also look in the local suburbs or lower competition areas, and then have a higher cost per sale, and possibly consider emergency over non-emergency services. And so I'll kind of show you how this niche selection would look in a few minutes. So first, let's talk about the emergency versus the non-emergency services. Emergency services tend to have short sales funnels, so it's quicker to get your return on investment from lead generation business from your website and from each deal. Emergency services are the ones that customers look for when they're in a panic and need someone to show up right away. Some examples of emergency services include emergency dental, emergency surgery, emergency plumbing like leak repair or so on, emergency legal assistance, towing services, emergency roofing, and by now you probably get it. With emergency services like this, customers don't ask a lot of questions before making the sale. It doesn't require a lot of trust building, sending white papers, reading reviews, and other things that would stretch out the time between driving the lead and converting the sale. Also, since you'll be renting your websites to local business owners and not training them in sales, emergency services are better because it's not contingent on high quality salesmen, like buying houses or selling high ticket training or something. In contrast, with services that are not emergency, it may require several calls and lots of back end work on the part of the client to convert the lead into a sale. So they may not want to pay you as much for the lead because they'll feel like they did more of the conversion work. Sticking with emergency services usually helps because the clients only want to focus on delivering their technical skill. They get paid well to do that, and you can get paid well to help them. So it's a win-win. So let me show you what this niche selection would look like. And so I'm going over to Wealthy Affiliate, which is who I recommend for internet marketing training, and I also use their keyword research tool for a lot of my market research. So let's take a look at some potential keywords. So we talked about emergency services, and we talked about finding emergency services in suburban areas. So let's think about some suburban areas in, let's go ahead and type in a suburban city in the US. And I'll go for Texas since that's where I'm located. So let's see. Okay, 2019 best Dallas-Fort Worth area suburbs. So they have Coppell. So let's see if we can find emergency dental Coppell. Okay, so this tool, Jacksy, will tell us how many people are searching for emergency dental in this area, and on average using Google or Bing, the search engines. And so as you can see, it shows us an average of the amount of searches for this keyword. So this keyword isn't really a popular keyword. Emergency dental Coppell is not a popular keyword, but emergency dental care Dallas gets an average of 281 searches, and if we were to rank on the first page, we would have an average amount of traffic, an average of 48 visitors to our website every month. And now if we take a look at the QSR, that tells us how much competition, how many people are competing for this keyword, emergency dental Dallas, Texas. So it looks like that's actually a low competition keyword. So again, we were supposed to be looking for an average of more than 100, and we were supposed to be looking for less than 100 competitors. So it looks like we have the green light on that. So now let's look at what the search analysis, what does it actually look like if someone was to type in today emergency dental Dallas. Okay, so if they were to type in emergency dental Dallas, these are the results that would show up today. So if we were trying to rank, we would have to outrank these people that are on the first page. So let's see what is making them rank. So as you can see, the word count here is 794 words, it's 40 links on the site, and it's not much backlinks, 6 backlinks. So for this one, they have 3,897 words, 103 links on the site, and 356 backlinks. So it looks like, based off of what we see so far, this is a potential keyword that we might be able to really rank for. It looks like it's not requiring a lot of backlinks, it's not requiring a lot of interlinking on the site, and it's also not requiring a lot of word count. If we can get an article that is higher than the 4,000 words and that is really valuable for people looking for emergency dental services, we should be able to rank for this keyword. And if we can't, it doesn't look like it'll be that difficult for us to even outbid them when it comes to paying for the traffic, because it doesn't look like it's a really highly competitive keyword in this area. So we could really have some potential if we were to try to rank for that. Now, so we've chosen a niche. Our niche is emergency dental Dallas. And now I gave you some other ideal niches that you could try, and those are like medical niches, rhinoplasty, cardiology, immunizations, construction, car repair, bodywork, chiropractors, mortgages, towing, roofing, HVAC, and more. So any of these is potential niches that you can rank and help these local business owners out. Once you have your website ranking for these keywords and your website shows up in the search results, I'll show you the Google search results for this keyword, emergency dental Dallas. So let's say you show up either here, in the paid search results because you're paying for the traffic, or you show up here in the maps, or you show up down here under the keyword emergency dental Dallas, once you're ranking for that, then the people who provide, the dentists who provide this service, they will want to work with you in order to pay for those leads. It's less work for them. They don't actually have to set up the website. They don't actually have to create content for the website or worry about what rank it is or keeping it that way. But in the same breath, they also can still get those leads. So that's how the partnership works with the rank and rent method. So now we've chosen a niche, we've chosen the keyword, and now it's time for us to build a website. So I'm going to be using Wealthy Affiliates website builder tool, and I'm going to show you how to build a website so that you can start doing the rank and rent method. For this scenario, I'll be just building a free website. So let's go to the site builder, and I want to build a website on a free domain. And so I'm going to be using emergency dental Dallas.siterubics.com, and it's available. And so your go Okay, so you want to really, this is the title of our website, and then we're going to pick a theme. So let's go for, any of these is really okay. So let's go for this theme. And then click here to build the site. So now this site is going to be built for us. And within 30 seconds, we'll have a website live. And from there, it says after you've chosen your niche, then it's time to build your website. We've already done that. Our website is going to remain our property unless we sell it. So it's going to be the location where we're going to attract people to, and everyone with emergency dental problems in Dallas, Texas, or who's looking for emergency dental in the Dallas, Texas area, according to our example, is going to come to our website, because we're going to be creating content using the keywords to attract people from Dallas who are having emergency dental issues. And then when we get the traffic to our website, then we're going to send that traffic to a dentist who will be able to help them. So we chose our niche, our website name. We chose an authoritative sounding name. We're going to make our website have a nice and trustworthy appearance. We're going to make sure that our website is really relatable to our target audience. The images, the video, whatever we use on the website has to be relatable to that target audience. And we have to make it highly relevant, so when the searchers are searching, then the things that they find that would attract them to our website, every piece of content that we put on that website is going to serve as like a magnet, so that people can search Emergency Dental Dallas and our website will pop up. So you can also, if you want to try the rank and rent method for yourself and you want to see how this works, then I have the Jacksy tool that you can use for free right here on howtoentrepreneur.org, and you can stop by and play around with some keywords and see what you come up with. Another nice thing about Jacksy is that when you go back over here, it'll help you with the domains. It'll help you to see if this domain is actually available, because like here you can see that this domain is available in .com, .net, and .org, and they'll have other ones, Emergency Dental Care Seattle. So let's see if that one is available. That one's available in .com, .net, and .org. And then Emergency Dental Appointments. Maybe you decide you want to buy the actual Emergency Dental Appointments website URL, and then you can add subdomains for like Dallas, or for, it could be dallas.emergencydentalappointments.com, or it could be like this one, seattle.emergencydentalappointments.com. And then you can see Columbus is the same way as well. So this gives you a lot of options here. So as you can see, Columbus Emergency Dental Columbus.com is not available, but they have other variations that are available. So this tool really can be very helpful to you. Jacksy, I use it nearly every day to do market research, to evaluate what people are looking for online, what's in high demand, because you want to, part of being an entrepreneur is being a professional problem solver, and you have to be able to find the problems that people are looking for. And if you want to really be successful online, or you want to use the internet to drive traffic to your offline business, whichever, you have to really evaluate where the problems are, what are the people searching for online, and then create your content, your website to really solve problems for them. Okay, so we've created our website, we've set up our domain. We set up our domain on a free website, but I want to show you how it's possible to set up your website and to purchase a domain. So you can either transfer a domain from a different domain registrar, or you can register a domain. So the process would have worked the same if we wanted to purchase the domain, and then we would go here, enter in Emergency Dental Dallas, add it to our cart, pay for it, and the process to build the website will work just identical to building a website for free. So okay, so we've set up our domain, we've set up our website, and now it's time to get traffic. So after the website is set up, then it's time to start doing the work to get visitors to the site. So in the offline store, you can't make sales without having people stop by, and it works the same way online. The major difference is in an offline store, you go physically outside. You can go door to door. You can knock and say, hey, I do emergency dental services. You can hand out flyers. You can do all kinds of stuff physically in an offline store. But when you do it online, you use different tools. And so some of the tools that you can use to get free traffic online are Google, YouTube, and social media. And those are some of the main places to drive traffic. So basically, you would use a tool like Jacksy. You would find keywords that people are searching for when they're looking for how to solve this problem online. And you would just play around with it and see if you can collect some keywords. Let's say dental care Dallas. And so we would just play around with some keywords. And as you can see, Jacksy will not only give us the exact keyword and the search volume for what we've searched for, but it'll also give us some ideas, so we can just keep playing around with keywords. And usually this process can take some time, just to play around and find some good keywords that you can use to create your website content around. But basically, the keywords will serve as like a magnet. So when people search online in Google, maybe they have, fix a cavity, in Dallas. So when people search online for things like this, then you want your website to pop up, And so that's how you would drive traffic from the internet, from Google. And the same thing, the same process is how it will work in YouTube. When people go to YouTube and they're looking for a video, or they're looking for how to solve this problem, then you would create your content to solve those problems for those people. And when you do that, then those people will come to your website because they'll want to know, how do I solve this problem? Or they'll come to your video, they'll come to your content because they have a problem that they want to solve. And so that's how it works to drive traffic. Now, you have to learn how to optimize your content for the search engines. You have to have access to a keyword research tool. Jacksy is the one that I use most, but they also have other tools like Uber Suggest. They have the Google Keyword Planner. There's other tools that you can use to do keyword research tool. Jacksy is just my go-to because of all the nice features that it has to rank people in the search engines, and also because of how it integrates with Wealthy Affiliate, which is also another tool that I use on a daily basis. As you can see, I was able to quickly set up our site, and let's go ahead and go to that site. So here goes emergencydentaldallas.siterubrics.com. That's the site that we just set up, and now I can go and build, I can log into this site and start to work on it. So I was showing you how to use those keywords, and I was showing you how we would generate those keywords, but then you would take it and you would start to create posts and pages. You could create an about page, you could create a contact page, and all of your pages would have keywords in them so that people who are looking for emergency dental in Dallas, Texas would easily find you online. Okay, so the free traffic generation methods, we talked about those. Some of the things that you can do to drive traffic. The main thing you have to do to drive traffic is create content. In many instances, you need a lead capture page and some posts that have authority on the website. And the lead capture page is where your website will learn the services that you offer and how to contact you for services. If you find you have competition that requires more content for you to outrank them, then you also need to create content that solves more problems for the niche. Some people are having success with the rank and rent method simply by having a one-page website with a lead capture email opt-in or a phone number opt-in type of thing. So basically, when people would come, they enter their name, they enter their email, they enter their phone number, and then the person who you are sending these leads to, whichever local business you're sending these leads to, they would take that information and contact the person. Or you would set up call tracking, and you would have a phone number on the website, and when people call the phone number, then you would be able to track that the lead came from the website. So some common other methods for driving the traffic to your website is through written blog posts, through social media posts, through videos, through podcasts, and through reviews and testimonials. So when you look here, for example, you can see that this person has reviews. These reviews do count as content. So if you have reviews on Google, they do help with the rankings of websites on Google, and especially if you're a local business owner. So let's go back to Emergency Dental Dallas. So when you serve people well, you do definitely want to have them come back and leave reviews on your Google My Business page. So basically, and you can find more information about how to set up the Google My Business page so that you would have a listing on Google My Business. All of that is here inside of Wealthy Affiliate. And like I said, I'll leave a link in the description box below, because Wealthy Affiliate actually has 7 days of free coaching from me. I include that into when you sign up. You would get 7 days of free coaching from me. You also get 2 free websites, 10 free training lessons on internet marketing, as well as if you decided to go premium, you will have access to weekly live training, and one of the and also the library of previous weekly live training, which by itself is probably thousands of hours of training. So there's been lots of training that's been done on Google My Business and on how to help local businesses rank at Wealthy Affiliate, and as you can see, this is some of it. So going back, there's also the paid traffic methods. So when we typed in Emergency Dental Dallas, you see all of these right here it says add, 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 add. So these people are actually paying for this position at the top of the search rankings. So if you, when you do SEO, search engine optimization, and you utilize free traffic, it takes a little longer for that process to actually take place, for your content to do what they call mature, and for you to be able to ascend in the search rankings. You really have to be able to beat out the competition, and depending on how much work the competition is doing in order to rank in these positions, it may take you some time to outrank them. So as a result, the quicker route is to pay for the traffic, but it's also the more expensive route, of course, because you have to outbid. These slots work as an auction. So these slots work similar to an auction, where you would be bidding against these people for the position in the rankings, and you would be using your money to outbid them. So you can either use the free traffic methods or the paid traffic methods, and at Wealthy Affiliate they actually teach you to do both. So they teach you first to focus on the search engine optimization and optimizing your website using free methods, and then to add on top of that the paid traffic methods. And so some of those paid traffic methods are social media ads. As a local business owner, you can really target or as a digital agency owner, but as a digital agency owner, you can really target the audience based off of their demographic. And there's training here on Facebook ads that can really help you with that. So you can learn how to build a quality Facebook fan page. You can also learn how to create the ads, how to get started with the ads, and there's lots of training here on Facebook ads that can be really helpful for you so that you can start running these ads, or you can also start just building this website traffic so that you can work with local business owners and send them the clients that they need for their businesses. Then after you've set up your website, you've chosen your niche, and you have these preliminaries out of the way, then you set up tracking and billing for your website. So once your website is ranking and getting a steady flow of traffic, then it's an asset to you and to others because it can drive leads to whoever you choose. Unfortunately, if you drive the leads without tracking it, you wouldn't have a way to know how much to charge or to prove you sent any customers. So tracking is going to be paramount to the growth of your business because your customers are paying for results. So you need to be able to get results and prove you got them. The top tracking methods used to verify digital agency leads have been sent are Google Analytics, Google Search Console, link tracking, and call tracking. And so basically, by way of setting up Google Analytics, you can see how much traffic is coming to your site. You can kind of see the demographics, where are they coming from, who's referring them, and you can evaluate which parts of your internet marketing strategy are working effectively. The Google Search Console will show you which keywords you're ranking for, and then you can work to improve the rankings by just watching what's working for you. A lot of times you can target a keyword, but then Google will rank you for what's called LSI keywords, or latent semantic indexing keywords. And basically those are like offsets of the actual keyword that you chose. So for example, we were trying to rank for emergency dental Dallas, Texas. Maybe another keyword would be Dallas, Texas emergency dental, and maybe Google tries to rank us for that. So we will be able to evaluate which keywords Google is ranking us for and go and optimize our website to continue increasing in the rankings for those keywords. So in addition to the Google Analytics and the Google Search Console, you also want to track using link tracking. And with link tracking, you can use plugins like Pretty Links, Pretty Links is a plugin, a common plugin that people use on their WordPress websites to track links. And you can also use call tracking. And there's call tracking software. I know a common one is called CallRail. And so if you take a look here, you can see that they even allow you to try it out for free, but this is so that you would be able to set up a phone number, and this phone number would be able to track and record the phone calls, so then you can see for sure this is how many calls you sent over to that client, and you can also see what happened in the call. Like if they are getting all of this traffic from you and all of these new leads from you, but they're not converting them into sales, you can possibly give them some tips of what's happening. Maybe in their conversations, maybe they're not confident, maybe they're not delivering on their end in the sales calls, and you can give them some tips to help them get better outcomes in their sales. A lot of people aren't that comfortable with sales, so it's another way you could help them. And that's why local business owners pay people who do this rank and rent method. These are the reasons why, because you'll be able to help them with not only getting leads, but also with the back end processes of converting those leads. And then finally, after you have the call tracking and the link tracking and the Google Search Console and the analytics all set up, then you would focus on the billing. And the billing, for billing, you can either forecast based on previous trends of how many leads you'll send for a set rate, and then you can charge based on that, or you can charge per lead and calculate the totals later. So each service is different. So to come up with your pricing, generally speaking, you would want to know the lifetime customer value they have, their normal customer acquisition costs, how much do they usually pay to get their customers. You would want to know the price range that they normally pay for their customers. Maybe they have to send out they usually send out a certain amount of direct mail, or maybe they do a certain amount of flyers, or maybe they have to pay salespeople a certain amount of labor in order to typically get their sales. So you would want to kind of know what that is, so when you're sending them leads, you can make sure that you're competitively pricing consistent with what they normally would pay for their leads. And you also want to make sure it's a benefit for you. If they usually pay really low for their leads, it might not be a good fit. But overall, the better off their business is by working with you, the higher lifetime customer value you'll have. So you need to be considerate of their overall marketing costs and make sure you're offering them an advantage over their other advertising and marketing options when possible. So I've included some articles in this post, and I'll leave a link to this post in the description box below. But basically, these articles are to help you with pricing per lead. So you can see how to calculate customer acquisition costs. You can see the average cost per lead by industry. You can see how the best B2B lead generation companies price their services, and you can calculate your cost per lead. Now, these are just for you to do some extra research so that you can be really confident when you go out and you are talking to business owners. You can make sure that you're not being outlandish or off the wall with the negotiation, the things you're trying to negotiate. But after you've got a good, clear idea of the pricing, you'll need to send out an invoice and have the customer pay for your service. So when you are sending these leads, of course, you will have to follow it up with an invoice. And I forgot to mention the contract part. Okay, I'm moving on to the negotiating the deals. But anyway, so I recommend FreshBooks or QuickBooks to send out these monthly or to send out your invoices. And I have reviews here. And again, the links will be in the description box below to get to this article, and from there you can check out QuickBooks or FreshBooks to evaluate whether those are good for you, a good fit for you. Those are two accounting softwares that I've personally used and had really an easy time using them. So I recommend them to business owners. QuickBooks is a lot more versatile for businesses that either have an inventory or a wide number of services, but FreshBooks is really perfect for this type of business model. It's very easy to use, and you can test out both of them. Both of them have a trial, so you can test out both of them and see which one works best for you. But if you want to see more about what other people are saying about those two softwares, or what the common reviews are, the pros and cons, and all of the breakdown, then check out the reviews. The links will be in this article. And then finally, the last thing is negotiating the deals. With everything set up on your side, it's time to get the customers rolling in. So this means you have to make your sales. There are two common methods that digital agencies use to get local business sales, and that's through irresistible foot in the door offers and through guarantees. So the irresistible foot in the door offers is when you suggest an offer to a customer with very little risk associated, so they don't have to take on a lot of risk. This means in exchange for very little risk, they'll receive something valuable. Once they see you can deliver on one thing, it builds the trust and makes them more likely to work with you on something else. So you don't want to go straight for the $1,000 service. Typically, that is like, going on a first date and asking for marriage, because it requires a lot of risk and it requires a lot of trust. But when they barely know you, even with your testimonials and street credibility, it would be harder to make a sale of that amount. So you have to find a way to prove yourself, or to have a foot in the door with the person. And so instead you make an irresistible freebie offer or a low-cost offer that can get your foot in the door. So for many course instructors using the Rank and Rent method, they're offering to send leads to a client for a limited time free. Then if it works well for them, they'll negotiate a contract afterwards. So alternatively, if they feel like there could be a mutually beneficial deal from a sale, some people will offer something like an audit of their current marketing strategy, a white paper or report of some sort, an SEO audit of their site, or another low-cost, high return on investment service that could get their foot in the door. Okay, so and the other thing that they offer is guarantees. The risk for the customer drastically goes down when you give a guarantee and you back it up. For example, when you say, try us, and if you don't like it, we'll give your money back. It takes the risk away from the customer and makes them more likely to trust your service. Of course, you don't want to make the guarantee too off balance where it doesn't protect you in the transaction, but guarantees can be powerful add-ons to an offer that make it easier to get your foot in the door. So after you've done all of this, you want to make sure, I forgot to add this into this article, but I want to make sure to say it in the video, you really want to make sure to do a contract. And I recommend, let's go to, okay, so I recommend Rocket Lawyer. You check them out, and they have all kinds of legal documents that they will review for you, and you can actually create them here. They'll give you step-by-step instructions. You can talk to a lawyer if you want to go the extra mile, and that's probably a good idea if you decide to do that. But there's all kinds of documents that they have here, and different contracts and agreements. And so after you've negotiated the deal, you have your foot in the door offer, you have an interested party, then you want to create your contract. And your contract would basically make sure that whatever it is that you said verbally is written down, so that way It's no question about what was expected and what was delivered. And if you underdeliver, then you have to go back and fix it. And if the person doesn't deliver on their side, then they have to go and fix it. But making sure that everything is in paper is going to protect you, and it's going to protect the client. It's going to keep everybody's memory fresh, and it's going to make sure that you can have long-lasting relationships with that client, because it'll solidify the agreement that you have. Then after you've done the contract, you've done the guarantee, you've built the website, all these things, then you want to follow through. Of course, one of the major components of service-based businesses is following through. You can have the skills and the phenomenal sales skills, but if you can't actually deliver what you've promised, it can ruin your reputation very fast. So make sure you don't exaggerate about what you can do. If you look in your Google Analytics and you know how much traffic you're getting, you know how many calls you can get to the customer, you have this data, then you want to tell them realistic data and don't over exaggerate on what it is that you can do. You don't want to use any unethical or shady sales tactics. Instead, just be honest and follow through with the promised results, and you'll be on your way to building a very successful digital marketing agency using the Rank and Rent method. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. My help and advice if you like my help and advice to build your digital agency, if you want advice from a community of over 1.4 million others who are growing businesses in multiple different business models online, if you want tools like a noteworthy domain registrar, reliable website hosting, a keyword research tool that will give you all you need to know how to rank these websites online, if you want ongoing live training with question and answer, if you want thousands of hours of training on internet marketing, including multiple traffic generation methods, multiple monetization strategies, and multiple business model options, which is uncommon when you look around. A lot of the course creators are teaching the Rank and Rent method or teaching the digital agency monetization method only. So if you want to have a diverse Rolodex of what you can do online, how you can build this laptop lifestyle, different ways you can monetize a marketing business, different ways you can get traffic to a website online, if you want all of that behind you, then I recommend you join me at Wealthy Affiliate in their premium membership. And the reason is because the premium membership is going to give you access to the hosting where you don't have .siterubics.com behind your website name. It'll also give you access to the live Q&A training, and you'll be able to message me for the lifetime of your membership there on an unlimited basis. So that's something I offer exclusively to the members at Wealthy Affiliate. So rather than paying the $1,000 or more you likely spend in other programs who offer a fragment of the value, you could get all of this in your first month for $19. The first month at Wealthy Affiliate in the premium membership is only $19. And you can try it out for free with no billing information required. You can test out Wealthy Affiliate for free, get my coaching free for 7 days, and I also give away a free course called Intro to Lead Generation. It's probably about 7 hours of video to help supplement what you'll be learning at Wealthy Affiliate with the knowledge that I've gotten from there to help you get business or leads to your business on a daily basis. So if you're interested in all of that, this is a look at the starter and the premium memberships. But if you're interested in all of that, I'll leave a link in the description box below of how you can join me at Wealthy Affiliate, and we can start rolling up our sleeves and getting your digital marketing agency built. I can work alongside you. You can send me your questions and things like that, and we can start putting this to action. Like I said, the first 7 days will be 100% free. You'll be able to test the platform and see how you like it. Then after the first 7 days, then if you want to maintain that communication that we'll have, and if you want to be able to go to the live trainings and learn more and more things and have access to all of those thousands of hours of training that I talked to you about, be able to mingle and network with other entrepreneurs. Like I said, there's over 1 million people there. All of that comes along with the premium membership. So I really hope this video was helpful for you. I believe it was. I know that this rank and rent method definitely works, and if you wanted to apply it, you could get very high returns on your investment. So I'm really hoping that this video gives you the confidence that you need to go and take and apply this rank and rent method. If you want the tools and the support you need to take this method and run with it, then definitely follow the link below and join me at Wealthy Affiliate. That's all I have for you in this video. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more tips like this, growth strategies, biographies of entrepreneurs so that it can inspire you, reviews, buyer's guides, whatever it is that you need to grow your business from idea to enterprise, please subscribe to this channel. That's all I'll be talking about here. So that's all I have for you in this video. Have a blessed day. Bye.